I've yet to see a video filmed like this, with someone lying down, talking into their phone camera. Alright, so now it's basically completely, absolutely, 100% undeniable. I really, 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 really want to die. Like, I really don't want to be alive. It's just so long and tedious, and the best part is I don't know why. I have no reason to be depressed. I absolutely love my job. I still love my friends, and I have the ability to make my life really fucking awesome, but I'm not doing that because it's just long. I just want to nap. Anyway, so now that it's basically confirmed that I'm depressed and not just going through some sort of short spell of being down, or like I thought a couple of weeks ago that maybe it was like just a bad period, or premenstrual hormonal sadness, or negativity towards myself or whatever. Nah, periods come, it's gone. I'm still feeling the same. I hate myself, and I don't hate myself. I'm just not grateful for my life and the time that I have on this earth, which is so fucking precious. But like, it doesn't feel like that to me at all right now, and it's not something that like, I just don't know how to get out of this mindset. So I should probably introduce myself in case this is the first video you're watching of mine. My name is Nandini3D, and on this channel called Figuring It Out Alive, I try to, share tips and information on how to live well enough not to die or not want to die, but clearly I'm not succeeding myself in not wanting to die. So, I mean, I'm saying all of this with a smile, but it's like all kinds of trigger warnings, I guess, because I'm saying this without any kind of sense of joy in living. I don't have that anymore. At least right now. All I know is like the most permanent thing about life is change. So I hope 2 weeks from now I feel completely differently, but I really do feel like I'm depressed, and as much as I've tried to tell myself that I'm not, or tried to explain away my feeling, and kind of like, as much as I hope that it was like a temporary little dip as opposed to actually falling back into depression, this is depression. So at least this is how depression is like for me right now. I'm not in the worst stage of my depression. I've been through far worse and different types of depression um, in the past, like in my teen years especially, like the kind of depression where I was very actively suicidal, the kind of depression where I was so numb that I had literally no emotions at all, and I was running on pure adrenaline, and I really, really wanted to die, but I had like literally not a single ounce of motivation to actively kill myself. I've been through a lot of different, kinds and manifestations of depression. I don't even know, like, I don't really know about the language around depression all that well. Okay. So in this video, I wanted to share the common signs for me personally that indicate that I'm depressed, okay? Because if you're a person who struggles with depression, or if you're a person who has been through a lot of depression in the past, or even like a short period of depression, or is a person who has depressive tendencies, or has been through chronic depression, if you have come back up or out of the depression, um, I, as far as I know, of all the people I have seen, met, read, heard from, and all of that stuff. All the communication I have received about depression is that a person who has depressive tendencies does go back and forth throughout their lives with depression. So they just like, we need to learn how to manage it. And before we can do that, we need to know what our signs are. And a lot of people have different kind of, different behaviors when depression happens to happen to them. And it's not even behavior, it's just more of like tendencies or things that just kind of fall apart or things that we do. So here are mine. Here are the things that I do or don't do when I'm slipping back into depression. Number one is I start dreading going to sleep, which is the most ironic thing in the truest sense of irony, because the thing I love doing best when I'm depressed is sleeping. But when I'm slipping back into depression, I don't allow myself to sleep. Do you see my eye twitching? Stop now. What I do is, even when I'm really tired, I'll just engage myself further, usually by stuffing myself and not being able to breathe well enough to be comfortable enough to sleep, because I'm a binge eater as well, which sucks. And it's something, different from depression. Also, I just keep watching videos over and over and over, on and on and on. So that's number one. I don't sleep, or I actively, don't sleep. Number two, I put off as many tasks as I can. Everything is pushed away unless it absolutely has to be done. So these days, the only things I've been doing are job related, and that's it. I haven't even really been replying to my friends' messages or anything as much as I normally do. The only thing I do is related to my job, because I love my job and I need my job and I need my money and I want to be a competent person in my field. So that's it, that's all I do. That's literally all I do. I don't shop. I sometimes don't eat. I don't take care of my hygiene otherwise. I sleep a lot. I watch a ton of videos, especially on YouTube. And a lot of them are about motivation and how to improve your life and shit, but I don't actually do anything about them. So number three, this is something that I was really embarrassed about a couple of years ago, when I started living alone and I got depressed. That was the first time this happened, and then since then, I've been living alone mostly, and it's been really consistent. I stopped taking care of my hygiene, especially like taking showers and brushing my teeth. It doesn't happen unless it absolutely has to happen. I think no, this whole time I have been brushing my teeth. I think I missed 2 days in February of brushing my teeth, something like that. It's just such basic hygiene, right? But fuck. Anyway, so same thing with showers. I only shower when I'm working, and I have to go out. If I have a day off, I won't shower. And that sucks, because usually after having a shower, I'm so much more motivated and positive, but I don't do it. Number four, I stop eating well, and I eat basically almost only exclusively junk food. And that obviously does not help my brain. So one of the tricks I found was, if I cooked myself a healthy meal and I cooked it from scratch and stuff, that would instantly boost my confidence so much and make me feel so good that, I would get shit done, and then like I could like roll myself out of depression by keeping up the momentum of like just pride and positivity. that didn't happen this time around. I think it's because like I have cooked food, but I've gifted food and I haven't eaten my own cooked food yet. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Maybe I'll do that. I'm planning to have 7 days soon where I very conscientiously try to pull myself out of depression by doing 7 to 8 things. So maybe my next video will be on that. Where are we now in this video? What number are we on? Okay, so I've written the rest of the points down in my handy dandy life font. Wait, I don't know if you can see it. So what did I create journal? I swear to God, like, if there's anything worth stealing in my house, it's this, especially if you're a person with motivation. It has so many brilliant creative ideas that I just have not worked on. It's fucking like, this book is fucking gold. If I was a different person, yo, I honestly, my brain is like an idea factory. Just nothing gets done. Nothing ever gets done because I suck. Okay. So, so far we talked about denying myself sleep and doing absolutely nothing, i.e. procrastinating forever. And we've talked about hygiene, taking hygiene becoming almost non-existent. And we talked about eating junk food. So next is, like, it's a combination of two things. First is my makeup goes a bit crazy. So I start doing very experimental things with makeup because it brings me joy. And it kind of follows the theme of procrastination as well, because like I don't necessarily always make... As a rule, I tend not to wear makeup when I'm at home alone and I have nothing to do. Unless I'm filming a video, but even then I prefer to, you know, have a purpose for makeup. Like, I should either be going out or seeing someone. So, part of the whole, you know, procrastinating thing is that I spend a lot of time doing my makeup. And in the past, I have worn green eyeshadow with pink eyelashes. That was, I think, my most extreme look. The eyeshadow had, I think, 5 colors, and it had like a very exaggerated shape. I think it was like, anyway, and really, 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 really pink lashes. So that was like the craziest my eye look had ever been, and it was just like to a very nonchalant, like very, very low-key activist meeting. I just like went there with that. Other things are just, you know, like wacky, very bright statement lipsticks, and I do it because I don't know, I think it's because I don't know why I do it, but it does give me enough confidence to finally step out the door of my house and do something, because when I'm depressed I just want to be in bed forever. I want to die, you see, like I don't want to be alive. I don't want to be interacting with people, but interacting with people helps me so much. And if I have like a prior commitment that I've made, quite often I do cancel if I can, but if I can't cancel, then I'll go and look a bit strange. And on what I've been doing these days instead, because I can't exactly wear super crazy makeup when I work, and that's all I've been doing is working and sleeping the whole time, is you can see like I've added more jewelry to my fingers. So this was like, I've been wearing these 2 rings on my fingers for the whole year so far now, so it's been over 2 months, maybe even longer than that. And then this one was added on once I cleared one of my things. So I would say like almost 5 weeks with this one, and then recently I found this ring and I've just added it to the small collection on my fingers. I have a lot of other rings, but these are permanent fixtures now. I've been wearing this for 2 days now, so I don't know how long it's gonna be on me, but everything else is on me, and I don't see myself changing it up anytime soon. Yeah, also, like, I started wearing this necklace around the same time as I started wearing those rings. So I'm adorning myself with jewelry this time around, as opposed to... Let me close this. It's annoying to have it in the frame. looks like a grand door, a doorway. Nice doorway to death, maybe a tomb. If only a tomb is this pretty. No, I want to be food for maggots. I don't actually want to be cremated, definitely not. That's so much pollution. And I don't want to be buried. Like, I don't want to have, like, a statement coffin thing. I want to become food. I want to be part of nature when I die. So please make that happen, anyone who's watching that video. Sorry, this video after I'm dead, that is. Okay. And number 5 is I think a lot about my past life and I wallow in self-pity. And I don't do that when I'm not depressed. So that's something I do only when I am depressed, and it helps make me more depressed. And finally, I tend to get very late. So normally I'm really quite punctual, whether I'm meeting my friends or going to a meeting or, going to work or whatever. And when I'm depressed, I hate, doing anything but sleeping so much that I really put off all of my tasks that will get me ready to leave my house. So I tend to get a bit late. I tend to be 5 to 10 minutes late. On occasions, more than that. And that's really annoying because I'm like on a budget, and I tend to, I sabotage myself, and I end up spending so much money on transport simply because I was too anxious or lazy or depressed to leave my house early enough. Even when I wake up early enough, like I fuck myself over so many times. I'm very, very self-destructive in these little ways that people don't tend to talk about. People think destructive tendencies, like they have like a set idea of what self-destructive tendencies are, but they're also, sabotaging your friendships by not replying to messages, sabotaging your own appearance by not taking care of your hygiene, and constantly being late. That doesn't make anyone happy. If you're late to something, you're being so rude. And like, I hate being late. So it's like you hate yourself for being late, plus other people don't see you as a punctual person, so that negatively affects your other relationships with your relationships with other people. Let's not even talk about your relationship to yourself, because clearly you don't want to have one. At least not a good one. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now because this video is so long. Here's my first rambling that I'm putting online about me slipping back into depression. I've been depressed for about 2 weeks now, maybe longer. And I hope I come out soon. I hope my 7-day action plan, which I will get to soon enough, I hope that brings me out, and I'll document it, and just maybe as reference to my future self who might slip back into this, as well as to anyone else who happens to find this video and is interested in this stuff, or perhaps is looking for ways to help themselves. Reach out to me. I'm active on Instagram. My name is Nandini3D, and that is my Instagram handle as well, Nandini3D. And please leave a comment below and subscribe for more content related to finances, depression, food, life in Delhi, and stuff like that. Okay. Thank you for watching this very long video. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Oh yeah, and also plan on doing content on decluttering and simplifying life, and living more authentically and connecting with more important matters and things. Okay, let's see if I ever have the motivation to edit this video and put it up online. I just want to sleep forever.